You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi, Days of Our Lives fans. I've got your 2-week spoilers for February 24th through March the 7th. EJ is scrambling, Jada is worried, and Chad is in denial. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you are not following us, please reach down, click subscribe. Let's start with what's coming on Monday, February 24th. Leo goes to see Chad. He wants him to hire him to work at the Spectator, not even as Lady W, I think as a regular reporter, and things look good. I think Chad might actually give him a job. Jada and Shawn go from him comforting her over finding out that Rafe cheated, of course it was really Arnold, to getting busy on Stephanie's couch. Gabi is very upset. She confronts fake Rafe, and they are going to argue. Things are going to not go well there. Gabi also has some FaceTime with cousin Javi at DiMera. He's goofing around in a blonde wig, and they are having a fun little family moment. Stephanie surprises Alex. She went by the Hernandez house, and it looks like Rafe has kissed her. I don't know if they're going to show it only in flashback or when it happens. But she and Alex are getting together at the pub, and she's got some things to tell him, and she's also going to have an epiphany about Rafe. Meanwhile, Kat and Marlena are at the office, and she's got a suggestion for her new boss, and they head out to lunch together, and Chad runs into them, and those scenes continue on Tuesday, February 25th. So, Kat's got a crush. Chad really likes her, even though he wouldn't and shouldn't, but he kind of does. And Arnold evicts Gabi from the Hernandez house because she has annoyed him. Stephanie talks to Alex about some things about her past, and this is when the epiphany occurs. I think she realizes that Rafe isn't really himself, and not in, he's not acting like himself, but he literally isn't himself. She kind of realized that. Jada and Shawn have done the deed. Apparently they had a really good time, but she's not over Rafe, and she makes it clear that, there's not more to what is going on right now. This was a stress reliever. She likes him, but they work together, and it's just kind of messy and complicated. Brady corners Kristen and grills her. He knows all about Rachel's involvement in Ava's kidnapping, Kristen's involvement, and Rachel Blake, Kristen's mom, involvement. And he has got a whole bunch of things to say to her. And of course, this is the worst time for this to come up because of that CPS investigation. And Belle is very upset. Brady is going to tell Belle that EJ is a dirtbag and he was complicit in Ava's kidnapping. And Belle's going to turn around and confront EJ and threaten to prosecute him to the full extent of the law, since she is the district attorney. And boy, he's probably going to regret not having gotten that job back, right? Meanwhile, Rita, who is the mousy but crazy chick who works for EJ over at DiMera, heads over to the Hernandez house, and she tases Arnold just in time because people are really figuring things out, and it looks like they are going to pull a swap because Rafe got the dose of the memory serum. We should see that again on Monday. EJ and Rafe were fighting over the syringe on Friday, but it looks like he sinks it in and it does its job. And that way they can just put very confused and amnesiac Rafe back into his house. And Stephanie absolutely shocks Shawn and Jada. First, she busts them on sleeping together. And then she tells Jada, I don't think Rafe cheated on you because I don't think that's Rafe. And of course, that's going to cause Jada a little bit of stress based on what she just did with Shawn. So with all that knowledge out there, Jada and Shawn go arrest Rafe. And I think this is actually going to be the real Rafe. So we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, hearing about this theory and everything, Gabi, of course, wants Kayla to run a DNA test, which should come back as a match. And they're probably, if they're smart, they're going to run it again because you can't exactly trust any DNA test on any soap opera. Marlena gets an earful from Belle, who is venting, and I'm sure it is about EJ. And, I wonder if Marlena is going to be able to hold back on the told you so, like moms like to do. And Brady is trying to convince Ava of something, and I'm sure he's trying to persuade her about something, and I'm sure he is absolutely terrified that Rachel's going to be taken away because of all this kidnap and hostage taking drama. And I'm not sure what date this is happening, but in week 1, Sophia finds out Chanel and Johnny want to adopt their kid, and she's pretty happy about it. And then when Sophia is talking to her mom, Amy, she is exaggerating things, and she may be overselling Chanel and Johnny, who know that the whole being religious thing is a kind of a deal breaker for Sophia's mom, but they're really not. And I don't think they want to pretend to be, but I think Sophia's going to try and convince her mother, which is just going to cause more problems. Johnny talks about this potential adoption with Marlena, who thinks they might be rushing into things. And Holly talks to Maggie about her love life now that she actually has a love life. Also, Chanel's going to have some kind of medical procedure on Friday, maybe something to do with this condition that's making her unable to get pregnant. And Julie talks to Doug 3 about how upset she is about the Horton family necklace being gone and how much she wants it back. The week of March 3rd through 7th, little Rachel is at risk of being hauled off by Child Protective Services. This Ava incident could be what tips it over the edge unless Brady can convince Ava to help him out and keep quiet about it. And, Ava can't possibly want to see that little girl go into the system. But then again, maybe she thinks it'd be better than her being around Kristen, but it would break Brady's heart. So Ava's in a very tough spot. Rafe, I believe, is going to have no clue why he is arrested, why he's getting DNA tested, and why so many people in Salem are really mad about him. Johnny and Chanel may be getting their hopes up for no reason because of this whole Sophia overselling things to her mom, Amy, because she is desperate to lock down an adoptive family so that she can get back on her path to go to college, do what she wants with her life. But then again, she also told Tate that she will be 18 when she gives birth. So she can decide what she wants. And if she wants Johnny and Chanel to have their baby, she can make that happen. We're a few weeks away from Teresa Donovan's return to Salem, by the way. And of course, she's going to be finding out more about this teen pregnancy as well. Kat and Chad are warming up to each other. And of course, he is in denial about his growing feelings for her. Marlena continues to be more and more worried about John Black as no word comes about him. We're going to find out more about the fate of Kristen's mom, Rachel Blake, and whether she will be the sole person to take the fall for Ava's kidnapping and captivity. EJ is desperately hoping that Rafe's memory is gone for good and that Marlena's hypnosis cannot unravel the effects of Rolf's new and improved amnesia serum.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.